Hey, isn't that Nahida? Nahida! Paimon didn't think we'd run into you here.
Oh, hey there. It's been...
How about you?
I'm just looking out.
Why is that? Don't worry, we'll help you remember.
Thank you so...
Ooh, it's...
I found it in the same... It's filled with pure elemental power that is... It's very likely that it's connected to my foggy memory.
Traveler, do you have any idea? You know, Nahida...
Thanks, you two.
Don't mention it. Besides, it seems you've got a lot on your mind, and we'd like...
Hey, get out! You shouldn't be around! I'm sorry, Lesser Lord Kusanali. Fungi don't usually come near this place. Last warning! Get out before I kick you out, you hear?
Hang on. I think it's trying to tell us something.
But Great Dendro Archon, it's a monster!
Please, don't worry. I think I understand. Seems that it wants us to follow it.
You can understand it?
Even though different creatures have varying habits and ways of communicating, the emotions we experience are... I can feel its anxiety and fear. It's in dire need of our help.
Well, fungi are kinda cute, but... that's true.
Alright.
Although they all look about the same, some fungi are friendly, while others are super aggressive and attack anyone they see.
It can't be helped. Perhaps in their eyes, humans are like fierce monsters as well. After all, they can't distinguish which human behaviors are hostile or not, and it'd already be too late for them once humans have drawn their weapons. Hence why they tend to strike first, rather than waiting.
That's not too different from how humans think sometimes.
That's what I meant by shared emotions. It appears it was in a hurry because of this unconscious fungus.
So maybe this fungus wanted to bring Nahida here to help its family.
Probably. Although fungi are... Maybe it noticed me on my way back and thought I'd be able to... I'll take a look. I should be able to help if it's just a common illness.
What is it, Nahida?
Strange. This fungus didn't develop from a spore.
Huh?
And yes. Although the fungi you normally see are capable of using elemental powers, they're merely borrowing elemental power. As for this fungus, it has elemental power flowing through it. Definitely not anything like your typical fungus. Exactly.
So this is a first even for Nahida.
But that's not all. There's a large void within its elemental power. The void is stopping the elemental power from flowing normally, which must...
So do you think it'll wake?
Yes, and I just so happen to be good at this sort of thing. I'll... my power was compatible. Looks like everything is fine.
Lord of Dendro? Is it really the Lord of Dendro? Oh, I can't believe the Lord of Dendro saved me. Thank you.
Ah! It can talk?
Oh, I didn't expect such a strange creature to make a sound like that. Seems I'm just as shocked.
What? Of course Paimon can talk. Paimon isn't a strange creature. Paimon's just... Paimon!
Hello, Paimon. I am not yet able to evaluate an organism's intelligence from its appearance. I will only know you are able to speak once you have spoken.
Oh, well... But does Paimon really look so dumb that people might think Paimon doesn't know how to talk?
You misunderstand, Paimon. A mouth is used for eating, breathing, and other functions that are more important than speaking. So a creature may not speak even if it has a mouth. I've never seen a creature like you before, so I dared not make the assumption that you... Even if you do possess a number of human traits, it is still very common for creatures to have similar external forms but completely different interiors. Just like fungi and slime.
Did this fungus study at the academia? It seems even more talkative than Paimon.
You're not a fungus, are you?
That's correct. This might be surprising to you, and I'm sure that you must have questions. Let's find... It might startle my fellow fam... Me. It says that it's very thankful for your help.
I was confident. However, what are you?
I come from an ancient race. We have existed for a very long time. My home was filled with flowing water and great mountain until the apocalypse came and changed my home forever. A horrifying... We were victims of the...
The apocalypse?
I'm not sure what it means either.
It's a long and complicated story.
Don't worry, we'll listen.
I was lucky and managed to survive. Afterward, I left with some of my family and came to Sumeru to search for a way to... We came in contact with many species. We later found out that humans know the power of the apocalypse and refer to it as forbidden knowledge.
Your home was destroyed by forbidden knowledge? Does that mean you're from the desert?
It said that they are looking for a way to save their homeland, but the catastrophe...
The Lord of Dendro is correct. We are not from the desert. I would very much like to tell you the location of my homeland, but that may sound a little odd, as it is very important to both.
Yes, how could you forget?
I am a life form that was contaminated by the apocalypse. A part of my...
I get... I'm sorry. I hadn't considered that.
That's okay. And not only...
That's right. The forbidden knowledge is known...
My home should be safe now. For the longest time, this moment has only seemed like a dream. I was unable to fulfill our calling.
It's not your fault. You've already done everything you can. Every species paid a grave price in the fight against forbidden knowledge. This is not a responsibility you should carry on. You mentioned that there were other survivors besides yourself. Where...
The apocalypse put us through immense...
Don't worry, I should be able to find them. I'll leave the rainforest to the Aranara. And as for the city, there are a few nice kids that should be willing to...
Oh, yeah!
Give me a moment. I'll contact them right now. That should do it. It may take some time to find them, so let's...
Thank you, Lord of Dendro. We all believe the moment... You might not remember, but this is a prophecy that we deeply believe in. That the Lord of Dendro will bring us home once the catastrophe...
Ah, I see. I'm sorry. There are also... But I'm very concerned about your homeland. this is something I should help with. It's real.
Would you all be willing to come with me? The more family members that can return.
But didn't you say that you don't know where they are?
Yes, but I know their end.
There's something that I'm very concerned about. Yes, I didn't mention it just now, but do you remember when I told you that the power in the crystal is very similar to mine? The elemental power inside the crystal is complete.
What?
Exactly. The prophecy that it mentioned was probably I had to deal with the forbidden knowledge to save their homeland. The process, however, took that sequence of
Makes sense.
Yeah, I've been agreed. I really want to send them home, so they won't have to wander around.
The road here is a little rough. I'll lead the way.
Don't worry, Paimon can handle any road! Ah! Enemies! You're up, traveler!
No more
Nice and
tricks
spicy.
up your sleeve!
Going in! Hey, Ring cutter!
You want this one?
Take cover!
Amazing. No, we didn't. After thus,
It's hard to believe that's even...
the most your hand is the reason we are
So you mean...
not as, although you cannot
I see.
Ah, you're so smart!
growth. A most beautiful.
How much farther is it?
We're about halfway there. You're doing great, Paimon. Do you need me to carry you on my back?
Huh? Oh no! Paimon was just curious! Paimon isn't that tired.
You seem to enjoy taking care of others.
You think so? Does the Lord of Dendro need to be carried?
That would be awkward, wouldn't it? Why don't you fly up and sit on top of my head?
We can figure out who will carry who later! We have monsters here! Teamwork is dreamwork! Eat this! Witness the power of Gugwa! Nice and spicy!
No, my sword!
At the frying pan, it's...
Get out of here! Out of the way!
nice and spicy.
Get out of here! Take cover!
At the frying pan, into the fire.
No, my sword! Let's light it up!
Nice and spicy.
I think no matter what...
Child?
Yes,
Why can't you...
because it's... However,
Oh, you know. Huh?
String?
That's...
the name I came up with, it's... I'm sorry, but I've forgotten. Yes. Yes, this way. We're almost there.
It's...
Yes, I have heard humans also call it that, but it's the last form we take when we are at the end of our life.
It's trying to say that when they've suffered enough and reached the end of their life,
Yes, I would have also suffered.
So...
previous research has revealed that forbidden knowledge is the root cause of the withering. But even they've been torn. But what a sad and pitiful.
When I left my homeland, flowers they grew. But it's all right. Our life after an adventurer clears the...
But that would mean the effects of forbidden knowledge could have.
It's okay. That's not important anymore. It's not... Now that we finally have the...
I understand. Just so you're worried about me. It's natural to want to be overcautious.
Then let's do this! We've dealt with the withering!
Rain cutter!
This may hurt a little. Yeah.
Rain outlines your fate.
The Temple of Wisdom. Yeah.
Rain outlines your fate.
This is unwise.
As I expected, it's the last of my kind that I'm aware, so it wasn't able to make it to the end.
I hope that you will be free of this pain after.
Just thinking about how many elemental life forms have turned into tumors of...
It's okay. As long as elemental an external form.
It wouldn't have come to this if we were able to cure them earlier. But I will...
Thank you.
Hold on. I think I got something. Oh, I see. So, they found a fungus that matches the description I gave.
It must be.
Okay,
None of this will go to waste.
No, my sword! Time to act. Rain outlines your fate. Time to act.
afternoon tea.
Let her rip! Step on up!
Happy to oblige.
Scry the sky.
Surprise!
We're close now. It's just a little further.
But there are so many fungi here. Yeah, they won't be happy to see us.
No fighting. These are all its family. Although we belong to different species, we've spent a long time living among the fungi. They can...
What should we do? But you'll need...
I've got an idea.
You want to transform into a fungus? But
Nahida is a god. Changing into a fungus should be a piece of cake for her.
even gods can't bend the laws of time so easily.
Then we'll have to enter with the risk of being noticed. We may not be able to, but if spending some of my power will guarantee the safety of you and its family...
All right. You have great elemental power. You will have to... I will let...
All right.
Lord of Den...
As am I. I'm not joking at all.
All right. Let's not get hung up here. If it's really...
Okay.
Wow. You really turned into a fungus.
It's actually not too bad. My perspective in this form isn't much different from usual. The unconscious fungus is just below here.
Oh. How do we do that?
I'll get close to them while you make your... You should be able to identify them then.
Okay.
Let me lure away the...
All right. Good luck, Nahida. Let's go.
There's a fungus on patrol in the center there. It looks pretty vigilant, so I'd better go around it. Why is it reacting like that? Uh-oh, the fungus on patrol noticed me. There's a fungus on patrol in the center there. It seems they didn't notice me. It seems that... This is the spot. I'll hide and wait for the...
if you keep going that way.
So this is the one. Understood.
Nahida? What?
I never knew that it was so tiring to change forms. I even used the techniques that it taught me. Seems like its warnings were not unfounded.
The power of time accumulate. Thank you for everything you've done. All seems to have gone according to plan.
I apologize. Language is not easy.
It's okay, I have good news.
Apocalypse ended? Go home now?
Yes, unfortunately.
I remember.
Really? That's great!
Home. Dendro Dragon.
Dendro Dragon. Ah, yes, the Dendro Dragon. I'm sorry, I just got so excited. I've probably never expressed such emotions before.
Oh, wait a minute. Paimon's confused. Do you mean the Dendro Dragon as in an elemental dragon? Like Deval?
Yes, they're both dragons, but Apep, the Dendro Dragon, has been around for longer and has accumulated dense. But I don't quite understand.
Because we live inside the Dendro.
The Dendro Dragon. Inside. Very big.
There isn't it. It wants to. However,
Paimon's still confused.
yes, a
Wait, then if that's the case, doesn't that imply that Apep has also been contaminated?
Yes, that is what has suddenly made you.
Apep is the most adaptable life form in the world. The forbidden knowledge should have become a part of its body, which means...
And a big...
I'm afraid no wonder But anyway, Apep disappeared. Yes! How could I have forgotten? If the Dendro Dragon fails to hang on, the elemental power inside it will no longer be able to maintain its form. Dendro elemental power of that giant trees will completely block out the sun. Plants and humans will fight over oxygen.
Hey, what about the crystal? Why don't you show it to them and...
Yes. Have you two ever seen anything like this before?
No.
Its power feels very familiar. Like something. I'm sorry, our memories aren't very.
It's okay. I'll contact... I'm counting on you all. Your info is crucial to us now. Let's wait for their reply again.
Thank you. Family bringing fruit.
I explained to them that you aren't hostile. After seeing you save it, its family is fair.
Go home. Leave. Hard decision. Don't know. They are waiting.
Don't worry. Family is very important to us. No matter when we were actually family. It has done a lot to protect this. Can you do one last...
Of course. I can relate to how I need to organize my thoughts as well.
Thank you. Tend soil. Don't let
There are two things that it wants you to do.
soil. There.
Paimon understood that! No need to translate. We'll take care of it right... planted all the seeds! It's time to handle the invading plant life! It wasn't kidding when its dead plants were invading!
Illusion shattered! Shine down! Witness the power of Gugwa! There is no escape! I'm going in! Let's light it up! Inazuma shines eternal!
That should be all.
Yeah, I've come to...
Can you tell us about the Dendro Dragon?
Well, Samir...
Oh,
Not at first. In an attempt...
no one.
A path has... However, powerless conflicts between... As far as... I'm not sure what made the crystal...
Thank you, Lord of Dendro. Family happy.
You really like them, don't...
Family like. Do you not like your fam?
That's not what Paimon meant. It's just that you...
Does that matter? Family likes me.
What it's trying to say is that as long as family members get along well, you place importance on appearances. These are...
Oh, Paimon gets it now. Look, it wouldn't matter. Paimon would still be able to recognize you right away.
Oh? Understood. Thank you. Still nothing new from the forest. It appears we are out of leads to follow. And if no one...
Stop.
It's okay. Maybe it's... And if that...
Lord of Den...
I did...
The prophecy, the rest of the...
Preserving the apocalypse.
That's not very likely. Did the
To the limitless depths east of...
Yeah, that must be the chasm.
What if it can be... I'm sorry. Follow me.
So that elemental life, wouldn't it already have become the withering like the
There is a chance that it could avoid that end. I'm referring to what was used to fight against the abyss. It has the forbidden knowledge that its light has Yep.
another...
What the Lord of Dendro...
Yes, and it shouldn't be far...
It's over there!
Looks like we'll have to clear out the oozing filth in this area. You two should be able to take care of it, right?
Yep, we know what to do. We'll just use the lumen stone on the oozing concretion.
Rain outlines your fate.
Boba, get them! You're toast!
Illusion shattered. Teamwork is dreamwork. Rain cutter. Know my sword. Time to act.
Oh, we finally managed to...
It should be the...
That light!
Wait. Something... What's going on? Didn't...
Maybe it's... Although the... It might...
Oh, no.
I should be able to purge it with my elemental power, but this is our only chance.
Traveler.
It's okay. I trust your judgment.
Oh, yeah.
You want to use its power?
The Lord of Dendro seems hesitant. I too would advise it's risky to use its power without fully...
Don't understand.
Yes, I understand. But this...
It's okay. There's no need to argue. How about this? Traveler, you could try using... I understand that you have an amazing resistance to forbidden...
Don't overdo it, Traveler. Paimon will be worried.
Lord of Dendro.
Yay! Looks like it worked!
Lord of Dendro, here in person. Wait, did you get smaller?
I'm sorry. That portion of my memory is highly unreliable at the moment. I can't seem to remember who you...
That sounds about right. After all, the purpose of my existence is... You once said that the apocalypse will be completely eradicated, and that relevant even you couldn't promise that you'd remember our agreement after the... However, you are definitely someone who stays true to your word.
You and I made the agreement?
Yes, you used your power to protect me. That is the reason why I was able to survive. To be honest, I'm nearing my end. I had thought I'd be stronger than this.
No one can withstand the power of the apocalypse.
In order to preserve a somewhat, only the is the but enough about.
Can you please tell me what this is?
This is a fire seed. It's an essential item for safety. The Lord of Dendro and our people created this item together. It mimicked the Dendro dragon, however, and as a result...
Oh, no wonder the crystal was able to heal this.
What? You used the fire?
Why? What's wrong?
That's... never mind. It's not your fault. The fire seed contains a high concentration of elemental power. It is not stable in its current form.
Since I am its creator, I will take responsibility.
Alright. In other words, but you should hurry.
What about you?
Forget about me. You should hurry home now.
Everyone is returning home, including you.
As I told you, I've already lost my chance to be saved by the Lord of Dendro. Lord of Dendro, I thank you for coming to find me, and for being willing to save the Dendro dragon. Our past has been saved, and our future has been ensured. It's enough for me, just knowing.
Hey, wait! It turned into oozing film.
Can you use the Lumen Stone once more? I can still feel its elemental power. Please, of all of us, it deserves the chance to return home the
This is a small ball of light that it left behind.
I can feel it. I can feel its knowledge and emotions. It has all returned to its original. Do not be sad, my friends. Its wish has come true, and it's very happy, right?
Because its external form doesn't matter, right?
Yes, because our external form does not matter, and our home has been saved.
Let's go!
Home.
Let me scry!
Didn't quite touch it.
Absurd! Adventure time!
Scry the sky.
scry the sky.
It's not much for... I can feel its power lingering and shifting around us. It has already noticed our presence.
Surprise!
We won't be able to see anything if we keep going that way. Hey, look! Something's over there!
We found it. A pep.
Paimon knew it would be big, but not that big!
Puny god, puny human, leave my domain. Frail light,
A pep. We're here to save you.
I do not need saving, especially not by you, Brewer. You are no different from Amun. Both of you have only existed for a fraction of what you know as time. Yet you call yourselves lords of this land by leaning on the heavens' glow. You're better.
I know that you hate both gods and humans, but you've grown too weak now. Can't you let go of your hatred?
Let go. For a foolish Brewer, you will owe.
No, you're ill, that's all.
That I am. Time will bring death to all. It's unavoidable. I am different from the ancient dragons that came to terms with you.
There's no need for this. There's no point in fighting. What we need is the truth.
The truth. The shackles that the god... I have paid dearly for the truth. And you shall do the same.
Hey! Don't leave!
Careful, something's coming.
Ah! What is that?
It's our family.
Huh? They're your family too? But they don't look anything like...
External form not important.
The composition of their elemental power is identical to ours.
Is this what they've become after experiencing the...
This is also a form of... They've gradually taken this form in order to survive the...
Is there any way to avoid fight?
Hey! Can you guys talk? We're here to rescue...
They've given it their all just to survive.
They're being drawn. All that remains are the instincts to survive and search for energy needed to...
So this is...
Would our world become the same if forbidden knowledge was allowed to rampage across Tevat? Like fish struggling on land, unable to find a single puddle of fresh water in the entire world.
Yes, but please...
Shine down!
nice and spicy!
Illusion shattered!
Paimon thinks they used up all all their strength. They don't seem aggressive.
They want to go home.
Yes, it was never their intention to leave the Dendro Dragon.
Is there a way to make them revert to their elemental form? Years of torment is what... But it'll be...
Correct. We cannot use the...
Everyone goes home. Not just us.
Let me think for a second. It's fine. Let's use the power of the fire seed. I can't bear leaving them in the desert like this. Don't worry, the decision is on me. I'll take responsibility for whatever happens. It won't require, but as long as I use my...
Thank you. Sorry. Stubborn.
Thank you, Lord of Dendro.
Returning home is the most important thing to you. I've come to understand that during our travels. I'm not doing this just to protect you, but also because I hope to use you and your experience and try speaking to a pep again. After all, that giant Dendro Dragon is also your family. Maybe it would listen.
I will stand with you, Lord of...
Thank you. Alright, here it goes.
Family. We will all be able to go home soon.
Whoa, it's shining now.
Endless amounts of knowledge and emotions to imagine.
It's because you're
Yes.
This is the last part. Let's go.
This cave is huge. Could this be where the... Yeah.
Our goal is... That will be impossible if we can't get it to...
But how are we gonna do that?
I'll see what I can do. A pep! However, we are both born of elemental power, and we are not that different. And...
Wonder if the Dendro Dragon's even willing to live.
I don't care about what you believe in, who you hate, or what you've done in the name of hatred. Nor do I expect you... I'm here to save both you and your people. They've been searching for a way to save you ever since they left their homeland. And now that everything is over, all the hatred that you harbor has lost its meaning. Rather than continuing to fight, you should consider the life you've produced. Your eagerness to survive means that you haven't given up on that world yet. If you claim to know so much more than I, then why don't you truly think about why you want to survive? And why you're so vengeful? everyone safe. And send us to the homeland.
Nahida, where are we? Huh? And what about the traveler?
I was only able to ensure that we made it here safely. It's possible we arrived at...
Well,
Yep, let's go.
Paimon knows... let's hurry. He might be just up ahead. What's that?
That should be the heart of Oasis. All we need to do is light it with the fire seed, and it'll... the damage...
Then let's hurry and light it!
Alright, hang on.
Wait! The fire seed!
It shattered! It was even more unstable than I expected.
But why? We barely used...
I'm not sure. Perhaps the fire seed was only capable of protecting one person? But if I didn't use its power on everyone, there's no way of knowing where you could have been sucked into. And even if that's the case, there's no
Unless what?
Unless I was already in a weakened state when I created this fire seed, which would be when we had first saved the desert.
Oh no. Wait, if the fire seed has shattered, wouldn't that mean we came all this way for nothing? Oh. Do you know what we should do now, Nahida?
Don't worry, Paimon. This is my responsibility. The fire seed, although my elemental power is slightly different than that of elemental life forms, I gained a better understanding of it, so... Yes, I might have...
What happens if you keep getting smaller?
I'll become a blade of grass or a twig. Basically, I'll return to how I was first born. I will be able to unleash power beyond my limits if I can reverse the process of...
But you'll lose everything. You'll not only lose your appearance, but you'll lose your emotion.
That's all right. None of that matters compared to the dangers that a pep is facing right...
No, wait! There has to be another way. Besides, what will Sumeru do if you turn into a twig?
Maybe you and the Traveler can plant me in the soil of Sumeru once it is all over. I can still communicate with the world through the forest. It's just that you won't be able to...
You can't be serious. If the Traveler were here, he definitely wouldn't let you go through with it. If we knew this was how you were going to take responsibility, then we never would have agreed in the first place!
I'm sorry, Paimon, but we're out of... Not all eagles who have fallen to the ground can soar in the sky once again. But...
No. The fire seed shattered, and she's...
I know. A sacrifice must be made, but not by the Lord of Dendro. We've all grown on this long journey. If the purpose of that growth was to return home, then our wishes have come true. Would you lend us your power?
You knew it would come to this. All the knowledge, language, and emotions that you have learned will be reverted into pure elemental energy. In your new homeland, nothing of who you were will remain. You won't be remembered by anyone. Is that truly the return you've always dreamed of?
Lord of Dendro, don't be sad. This is not your home. We go home. Lord of Dendro should also go home.
Hear us, please. Feel our heartfelt desires. Awaken!
To imagine such growth achieved is
It's because you're carrying everyone's hopes and dreams.
Let me weave you a verse. Illusion shattered, torn to oblivion. Shine down.
Protecting your elemental power. Goodbye. We may never meet again. I will wait for her no matter how long it takes. This is the agreement we made.
I see everything. Yeah.
Illusion shattered.
Everyone hold hands. Yeah.
Their knowledge, memories, and emotions have been reverted to elemental power and released. The guardians that have accompanied me for countless eras have also transformed into my elemental power. They will be born once again now that they're one. There's nothing—
But that's different! They won't ever be the same.
Paimon, we will never understand it, and it will never understand us. But as long as you can be healthy again, then nothing else matters to me, Apep. Samara will be free from threat as long as your health is maintained.
I thought that my rage would be kindled once my power returned to me. However,
the forbidden knowledge influenced you ever since you were contaminated, greatly—
Yes, there's no denying that. Although my hatred for that usurper from beyond the heavens still— Be that as it may, when you inevitably perish due to your ever-expanding curiosity, I will still sneer and mock you in my heart.
Yeesh! Who can put up with you?
I respect your decision, and with time, I will— Before you begin resting, there is one last— How did you become affected by forbidden—
It's a long story. We, the Dragon King, acquired an unimaginable in war, but I didn't give up on— As I attempted, sand dunes arose where there was only forest.
But you still didn't give up, did you? Because of Amen Al-Ahmar.
Yes. Al-Ahmar, his ambition. Although I didn't think much, the condition at that some of the dragons and some died. But for me, I will follow
You really are—
When Al-Ahmar's proud kingdom, however, what I used to— But even
So that—
I admit, tiny Booer, how far—
Hey! Looks like we've been sent back out.
The dragon will need to rest for a very long time before it is fully healthy again. It's not as ruthless as it was before.
Nobody— Even though we accomplished something really important, Paimon still doesn't feel happy for some reason.
Indeed. Although they'll still have the chance to be born again, they've lost their memories. Each opportunity for growth is unique in its own way. Perhaps the immense power we released was the pouring out of all these irreplaceable—
Can you really call a place with no family your home?
Family. Right! The hydrofungus left behind its family. Those two fungi might be waiting for it.
Oh yeah! Let's—
They're still— You're back! I'm sorry. I really am. But it— Don't be sad. It did it to protect you. Your happiness is more important to it than it said that Newer is its most important family member. That's your name, is it? Oh. This is wonderful. So they will definitely meet again. Someday.